yours.
Daniel Davis reporting there. Well, elsewhere, Mark Drakeford also called on the Prime Minister to commit to extending the furlough scheme for the devolved nations if they needed it again after December. Our Westminster correspondent, Ione Wells, joins us now. And what's the latest, Ione?
Evening, Nick. Yeah, well, this time yesterday we were obviously here discussing the fact that the Prime Minister had just announced that if any nations decided that they needed to go back into measures that required the furlough scheme, then they would be able to, not just now but in the future too. Today the language from the UK government was slightly different. This morning UK Government Minister Robert Jenrick said that any future furlough extension would be a decision for the Chancellor. Then the Prime Minister's official spokesman said that if any part of the UK introduced measures that required direct economic support, then it would be available to them, something that was also echoed by the Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Stephen Barclay, earlier. But what they weren't drawn on was who decides whether furlough is required in a particular area, and also whether any future furlough scheme would be the same as the scheme is now, paying 80% of wages if, for example, Wales had to go into another national lockdown in the future. Now, UK government figures today have been pointing to the Prime Minister's statement yesterday, adamant that it is still going to happen, but that the Treasury are still working out the detail. And so without this detail from the Treasury, still questions about if and how this could all work in practice.
Ione, thank you very much indeed.